to get started in about 1 minute. All right, let's get the ball rolling. So how's everyone doing? King of Fighters 15. We have the new DLC and everything out with Vice and Mature. Never thought they'd be the last two DLC characters above all. Hello, Alejandro. Give me 1 second. The game's too soft on my end. What the hell is going on? Wait. Come on. Controller, pick it up, please. Come on. Let's try it again. Alright. Please work. One of those days again, isn't it? Guys, he's probably using a regular controller this time. Yeah, the fight stick's acting up. I don't know what's going on. Give me a sec. Let's try regular controller in. Let's get in there. Actually, hello Foobsy, give me 1 second here. Actually, let me just where's OBS? Give me 1 second here. Enable preview. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the game today. That's weird. Really weird. So yeah, you know what? Let me start this up with the keyboard. Let me reboot this, because sometimes if it doesn't have the controller plugged in when you start it up. Yeah, it's not reading the controller. That's hate this. Yeah, sometimes it does that. I don't understand why. Plug this back in. Right, there we go. Yeah. One more time. All right, let's go. That one should be fine. I should pick it up. If not now, it's gonna be. I don't know why it just loves to mess up on me nowadays. It's just so weird. How you guys doing? Once we get the game cooperating, I'll put the game. You can see the screen up there. Give me a sec. Go to the PS3 setting. Hopefully it works now. What the actual fuck? Wait. Pick it up. Come on. This is cancer. It's not picking this one up either. Come on. Every controller does not want to work today. I don't know what the hell's going on. Might be stuck playing keyboard and mouse for this one. That's going to be terrible. Now, I'm going to try my last controller, and if that doesn't work, then yeah, keyboard it is. And you're going to see me suffer real bad. Let's see here. Give me. Let me find that stupid ass cable. Doing good. Saw the Polar Express on the widescreen Wednesday night for the 20th anniversary re-release. Oh, how was that one? How was it? First time we've seen this in the theater in middle school. All right. Okay, controller's good, hopefully. Third time is the damn charm. Christ. So far it seems okay. That person's not a PC issue. I mean, I don't know. Might pressing any button. Gotta fix this bullshit later. Keyboard it is. Give me 1 second. Now I'll put the game up in a bit. Just give me 1 second. I gotta make sure the name's correct. Versus. Oh wait. What's in here? Wait, wrong button. All right, let's get this thing started. This is my sincere apologies, everybody. This first time I ever had like all 3 controllers not working like at all. I don't know what's up. Let's do 1v1. Click it, barely handle 3v3. So yes, you're gonna see me play with keyboard and see how absolutely dog shit I am. Let's try this out. Let's try, of course, the new characters, Vice and Mature. Make it as red as possible to make it as hard to see. Let's do the master. I have to look at what button does what. It's hopefully this won't be the last scream that can watch the film without Tom being behind the camera, making it awkward. You can only hit on the Lolita Express. Oh Jesus, no, no. Let's go for it. Button configuration. Let's see. To up, the left, right. Okay, it's U, J. Like catch like punch. I K. Okay, that makes sense. UJ. Okay, that's all I need. That makes perfect sense. Because sometimes I have weird things like you gotta like guard with spacebar or some other shift thing. It's really weird. Let's go. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with my PC at all. Don't ask. If I knew, I'd fix it. I've never had this happen. I'm gonna try other games afterwards, after the stream, and see if it's okay. But that's concerning. 3 controllers and nothing fucking works. I will say it was so interesting. Oh no, I messed up. Yeah, hitting diagonals is really tricky on this. I'm not used to it. If you play with hitbox, you probably are. Yeah, but like, how many roles did Tim Hines have in Polar Express? It was like he was Santa, he was the boy and the conductor, right? There wasn't a 4th role he did? God, this quarter circle shit. My God. Have to do SWI. Sorry, SDW. That's nah, I'm really not used to that. Gotta readjust. He's also the hobo and the boy's dad, so damn, he had 5 roles in that movie. Oh, I can hear the hobo, but the boy's dad, I wasn't really paying attention. Good punish, let's see. I have too little energy to do any of the special moves. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Light punch. Punch light kick because that grabs her, right? Yeah, now they have the crossplay enable on this bad boy. Well, they had it for a while. I just never used it. It's pretty cool. So you can play. I forget if it came out on PS4 because if it did, it can crossplay with PC. But I always forget with PlayStation because a lot of games have backwards compatibility and are upgradable. Just him? Only the mocap? Oh, see, like him as like the narrator, you know, in the beginning, at the end. Z motion is gonna be a bitch and a half. Oh, I nailed it, but I didn't get the hit. Oh, it was too far. I hear Brandon there's 3 crack. Oh god. Shit. Alright. Let Michael G with both Smoking Steamer, the Engine, and Fireman. Those were great. And what else is my cheater part of, or cheddar? So, this is how you do a woman in a dress. You know, she got all that dress on. She's still very, very beautiful. Damn it. Hitting the wrong one. Hitting down, up, instead of back up, instead of back down. It's a shame that Margin and Mom needed to kill motion capture so your Tintin came out the proof of great. They can be one well done. Yeah, Tintin was or you know, French Danton was very, very good. That was I didn't believe it was motion captured at first because it was just so organic, you know. But I remember. Hello, anime. If you're lurking, welcome. Oh, I think the other big thing with Margin and Mom was just that. Even that marketing campaign was on its own, which is really, like, they weren't even trying. Look, this quasi-rap number, they didn't really highlight the importance of why mom, like, or hint a mystery of why Mars might need moms. The characters look kind of like they really weren't trying. Like, I saw more effort from the Home on the Range campaign than I did from Martin's Mothers. How you doing, Animate? Mature. I'm surprised that these two were the most popular ones. And before you ask, people actually have tried to data mine and they found her model is slightly more detailed than the other ones. So, in theory, this could be, in terms of animation, could be this game's Mercy. But you gotta be careful because King can give her a run for her money. Sleepy, a lot of driving and moving a big washer dryer. Oh, washer dryers. Those are heavy sons of bitches. They're fun to order until you have to get it in your house and you're like, God, kill me in these 3 flights of stairs. Do you know it was Mr. Noodle? The Death Row image was in the Green Mile. I wanted 3 mercenaries in Jurassic Park 3. I got that was the second Mr. Noodle, right? When he had the really curly hair and the red bow tie, not to be no, he had the red long tie. The other Noodle had the yellow was a kind of balding-ish yellow bow tie and was in Air Bud. Honestly, as a kid, I was like, "What? There's 2 Mr. Noodles." All right, little mind could not apprehend that as a 5-year-old kid when they had that one episode in Sesame Street where they actually did meet up. It's funny because before that movie came out, my mom had a couple of those comics. What? Is that Zid motion in there? Yeah, the problem with King, if you get too close, she can just jank you like that. And I have to get really close given how her diagonal strikes work here. Oh. Yeah, there were 2 Noodles. Exactly. One had the gold tie, that was from Air Bud, and the other one from Green Mile was the one that had the red tie. But the balding hair wasn't really what gave it away. But when you saw them side by side, you could tell that they really tried to make them look like each other with the mustache, like thickness, how the hair was curled. Like they went the extra mile. It's like kids couldn't really catch on right away. Fuck. But I guess too many caught on like, hey, just have them both together. How cool is Metal Slug Sages? Well, you gotta think the Saudi prince. He single-handedly invested so much and became the majority stockholder. So there's no way Tencent could become majority stockholder. And he told him, just do what you keep doing. And he bought the majority stock to keep Metal Slug safe, first and foremost. Yes, the Saudi prince is a humongous Metal Slug fan. There we go. Oh, that skull's trippy. An honest opinion, like, as much as the anime in motion arc system does it with Guilty Gear and all that stuff and Fighter Z, in motion I just prefer the SNK look. I'm not saying arc system is bad, I just prefer this better. Also, it's just, again, for a video game, how it plays for readability. Oh, shit. 2 kicks. It's quarter circle. The double quarter circles with kicks is gonna be just a pain in the dick. Okay. I mean, get the. Oh, come on. Oh, God. If I had a case, I was doing something similar, but I don't. So I actually have to press the right inputs and. Oh, this is cancer. Yeah, and now we got Metal Slug Tactics. It's finally coming. It finally had the trailer drop. I posted it a couple months ago. Yeah, so it's like a top-down like strategy game. It was pretty cool, but I was nervous because all you see is a roguelike action game. Like, why is everything gonna be a fucking roguelike? Can we just stop calling it? Because there's roguelike, which has like almost like 90% of the elements that Dark Souls has. But if you have only 1 or 2, you use roguelite, L-A-T-E. And it's so irritating. Like, people calling Balatro, the card game, a roguelite. Just because the fucking deck is random every fucking time you play it. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna tell me that Solitaire is a roguelite now? I will never stop bitching about this shit. So long as it's the main industry trend alongside walking simulators. Yeah, in fact, it looks great. Yeah, just been so busy lately. Damn it. That's not airy. It's too happy to be airy. Plus there's no green bandana. It's that one like little scout you always rescue. I will consider Metal Slug. I will consider it very much Diesel Punk. I mean, they have entire. If you play Metal Slug 3, there's an entire. The first boss is literally a gigantic like Diesel Punk operated Kermit crab that shoots bombs out with tank arms. But they make sure that the shell looks very much sand punk, the desert punk. Yeah. Yeah, all the military aspects of the game are Diesel Punk for Metal Slug. But when it comes to like all the terrain, they take elements of sand punk and biopunk, like the zombies, like being able to like kamikaze themselves on you, and literally like having like vomit that can cause your enemies to explode. Yeah, they embrace all the crazy shit just because it was so fun to animate. But the last 2D Metal Slug was number 7, which was on DS and Xbox 360, and then it got released again as Double X. And I know that one had some issues when it came out on PSP. Console was okay. Oh yeah. It might be aliens, and yeah, so you fight like zombies and aliens the whole time. And the final boss is like this gigantic like 7 alien like ring. They gotta it spins like a fucking gravitron, and you gotta shoot it while they keep shooting they keep throwing ancient tomes that come from the top down at you. It's bananas. Like it's like someone took like 5 sci-fi movies and just said, "Hey, put the plots together, make that the boss fight." Yeah, I'm terrible at keyboard and mouse. I think that stage is single-handedly why people consider Metal Slug 3 to be the best one. Let's pick the other two Ikari warriors. Most people walk playing on left with the center swastikas. Well, kind of. Well, it's very much basically what the evil dictatorship you fight in the Metal Slug game is very much, you know, World War II inspired, but it's not. It's not like a Neo faction. It's just they put X's. Because there was no Japanese version that's uncensored with swastikas. It's always just been X's. I guess I kind of realized, well, if we take the base of that logo design, you know, like how everything is just like brand X, you know, like, uh-oh, he's been using brand X. Now this lady over here, he's been using Smilex. Look at those rose ruby lips, that luscious hair, that pale skin, jokerific. Or however I felt like order fucked up. It's the smile, hair, lips. You didn't. The chances are you already bought them. These are the other two guys in the Ikari Wars. Because the third, for the same one the Angry Video Game reviewed, yep, this is the two of them. Honestly, I'm surprised that SNK has not remastered. Why do I think I'm Clark? I picked Ralph. Yeah, the third member in this team is Leona, the blue-haired one, and she's been in Metal Slug 7 as a DLC character. Well, that's why the PSP version of Double X was controversial. Because she was a $1 DLC character that was disc-locked content. And she was also the busted as fuck character. So people were mad that she was disc-locked, but also meant that it was arguably pay to win. The flags on Z Tiny Hindenburg model look like the inverted Japanese flag. That's pretty dope. Like how the Bangladesh flag is like Japan, but just a green background instead. Jamil. This doesn't. It sounds like more epic than Brazilian. Like, give me epic Brazilian. Like, give me that funk music, you know. Dun 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 dun. Oh my god! I can only spam one move with this fucking keyboard. Ooh, 2 seconds left. The disrespect. That fucking yay, man! I just can't. And I'm surprised they haven't done, and I'm not sure if I would want them to, but you could easily turn Metal Slug into like a Gears of War kind of game, or even a Killzone first-person shooter. Just keep it funny and hilarious, and people are not going to care if it's first person or third person. If you like Battlefront, we could switch between the two, but that would take a lot of work. Come on, let's see what else can I get? There you go. Back quarter circle, let's go. Because you know how you play quarter circle? Like, imagine for quarter circle, instead of like rolling it, I have to also use like tap between up and down. So it's like, I like hold down left and then tap up and down to get like that Z motion. Oh god, it looks like I'm just trying to break the fucking game, but I'm not. I'm just trying to get a basic bitch input in. Incorrect. So you get a. How the fuck supposed to fucking do this? Cool, yeah. Oh, I can kind of. So hold D, then hold down SA, and then that should be good enough for me to do a kick. Gotcha. Fingers crossed. Well, au revoir. Oh, this work. Okay. Has there ever been a Diesel Punk COD or Battlefield? I just think, because I think the problem was that at the time, well, Steampunk, you know, just basically has a monopoly on the punk that's not cyberpunk, and then on top of that, Diesel Punk became somewhat synonymous with Fallout, even though it's more retro, you know, retro future. But there's enough. So I think people are like, I don't want to make a Fallout thing, you know. Ugh. I'll complain about Vanguard's guns. All history is upon conflict. Exactly. That's all they had to do. unstoppable force to meet the immovable object. Does this make Clark the Chuck Norris to Ralph's Nokia brick phone? That's all I gotta ask. This coffee's a bit burnt. That's burnt. I have to put some more milk in this shit. It's unbalanced. It tastes like the beans. Like, not in the good way, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit oversaturated. Fallout is Adam Punk, yeah, but, you know, they see the cover like, oh, it's grungy in some pockets of the wasteland. But people associate that with Diesel Punk. I'm not saying it is Diesel Punk, I'm saying what people associate with it, you know? And when people think Fallout is not Victorian era, it's usually, you know, Bioshock Infinite. Was it like, when people think Cyberpunk, they think Blade Runner. They don't think Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century, and that's pretty damn Cyberpunk. I'm surprised they got away with so much for that for a Canadian kids cartoon. Dick. I know it's deek, but the fucking meme. Yeah, I just... The problem... Actually, wait. Let me figure out how to put this into words first. Let me think for a second. Let's go. Okay, so that's what the move does. So no more people use fucking hitbox, because that input's actually easier on keyboard. But he's gotta be like, he's gotta like jump into me for that input to work just properly. Some punk games. We essentially would have to just make take Fatal Fury and just dress up everybody in like the Ramones and Sex Pistols, and there's your punk games. You go around fighting in libraries, fighting in City Hall, throwing down at the roller rink, and you can have all kinds of fun bosses. You know, fight the mayor, fight, you know, like the crazy librarian with like a ruler chain whip. Of course, the entire female skate rink that claims not to be lesbian, and only one of them is, but it's the one you would never think to be lesbian. And I was like, oh, she's not, it can't be her. She's too cool. Do surf bros at the gym, like fighting with like legit surfboards. You gotta like use like parasols, like stab them and shit. Like that would be fun. Like, actually, it's possible. I forget, because you know how Mugen exists for fighting games. There's an engine that's very similar. I think it's actually based off of Mugen, but they modified it to be a beat 'em up kind of thing, so that you can actually make your own beat 'em up. So you can import sprites from any game that you want. Or if you have original characters, you can import that, and it already takes care of the high score engine for you, and the points, the combo system, so long as you have the animations. Because growing up, for some reason, I was obsessed with the Michael Jackson Moonwalker sprite. Because apparently, in Mugen, if you used him, they actually kept the dance mechanic, so you can make all your enemies dance. So even if they weren't supposed to dance, like Morrigan, Felicia from Darkstalkers, or, you know, that's in K-Cast, it would still use whatever enemies were the closest. So do that in a beat-up mode, like, so basically you're doing like the spin dancing, and then boom, they start dancing. It's hilarious. And there's actually a point where that same engine actually had a modification to it. So you could, if your Wii was stable enough and you modded it right, you could actually get that engine running on the Wii. Which made it really cool to just play beat-up with Michael Jackson and then SpongeBob and Mario until the damn thing crashed. Because that thing was a RAM hog. That's the only thing about old beat-ups that suck. They just ate RAM like nobody's fucking business. Especially if you use MAME. So over the in the 80s? Oh, that would be funnier. Like, you have like the punks that they either want to be American in Britain, or you have a punks that want to be British in America. So they're going to try to sound like they have the worst British accent you're ever going to hear, using all sorts of incorrect lingo from the 60s and shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I'm not going to make it. Come on. Come on. No, 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 you fucker. I'm so mad. We're not doing the game which exists to talk to the stream once. Oh yeah. I don't think the boss would be Thatcher. Probably some sort of Thatcher, and I wouldn't actually be Thatcher, but like some Thatcher look-alike. But what the Thatcher thing person the look-alike would say things that are clearly not Thatcher. It'd be like Lancelot, you know, from Monty Python. But he's not dead yet. But he has now been stabbed, had his throat slit, and now been thrown over the railing, and now he is dead, and I have come to save the princess. You found my note. What? Yes, you found my note. You wrote this blasted note. Welcome to the stream, Omnitrex Prime 23. So, yeah, feel free to chat about anything here. I just won't talk about my social security, or my benefits, or my car. No license or registration for you, officer. And no, no gift card giveaways here. I need them more than you do. Ooh! I got that. Oh, come on. Come on, he can do the fucking Ganondorf kick. I can reach and reach. So versus Capcom? No, that would not be fair. You'd only have Kramer who's overpowered as shit, or you would have George who'd be like the most... Stop it! Stop it! The most busted joke character with a baseball bat and shit. Seinfeld's friends, not even a contest. Like, if we're talking about just a show, Seinfeld is way fucking better. Like, this is how I know it's better. There was an edit of the part where they have the soup Nazi, and they edited out the laughter, and they went from being a really funny scene to like comedically tense, like lobster bisque, medium turkey chili, and you see the faces just like they're trying to die. It feels more like an episode of It's Sunny in Philadelphia, as opposed to Seinfeld, and it's good. And you realize, yeah, Seinfeld is the proto Sunny in Philadelphia, or they're all just kind of assholes. Let me put some milk in my coffee, bro, because this thing, too much called the concentrate. It's kind of overbearing. One sec. Kramer finishing movie with the Edward Laugh Factory. Kramer, no. Nah, what would be cool? Like, they could have them on the roster, but they couldn't be playable. Would be the cast from MASH. Because if you made the cast from MASH playable, they'd have to be broken if you want to be lore accurate. It's like, it's not funny. Stop laughing. No, Jerry, it is funny. God help us all. Place your bets. Who'd you like more, Darly Dagger or the Lotus? I like how. Oh, okay, that's cool, but I don't know, the black off with white is better contrast, but here the colors are all just spread up better. Darly Dagger, named after that Jimi Hendrix song. And yeah, if you play her story mode in the Samurai Showdown, she actually is from like a crew of all female African pirates, and that's why they have their sword look like a saw. They legit just cut down trees like fucking like Dynasty Warriors with that shit, and they make their own boats. So wherever they're at, they can just literally hack down resources and just turn into ships. So in theory, she teamed up with the right wizard or witch in the game. She legit could cut down a bunch of obsidian to make an obsidian boat. And considering Dolores has rock powers, that's probably the combo that they need. I think Dolores is, she's from the Dominican Republic. I forgot to remember. But I forget where Darly's supposed to be from in Africa specifically. I hate to say it, but not to bring it back to Atlantis, but fuck, this is basically Emery Nikita if Atlantis was in Africa, like the Eye of Africa theory. I know viewers are probably gonna get tired of hearing that, but I can't help it. Atlantis shouldn't have been as good, and as more importantly, as creative as it was. Because I don't care if shit's good or bad. If it's more creative and gives me more ideas, I'll take it. It's kind of the reason why I like Mario a lot more than fucking Zelda. I know it's heresy for some people, but it's not a lie for me. Shins no more. But it's so interesting that they pick her to be the crossover character, and then they put Baiken in King of Fighters. Well, Baiken in Samurai Showdown. But Baiken in Samurai Showdown, she fits better. because not many characters, or if any other character, has weapons in this game, the same way that Darley does. Yeah, but that's the thing about King of Fire. It finds that really strange way to feel realistic and grounded, quote unquote, even though there's a lot of magic and ninja stuff going on. Unlike The Witcher, where it's like, oh, by the way, here's some magic in case you forgot the fantasy thing. Oh, bro, they dropped the trailer for Witcher 4. I'm not liking the Ciri looks. Like, I get they want a realistic Ciri, but they always, I know it's intentional, they always find a way to kind of do it at the price of their beauty. Like, if the 2000 game could make realistic but pretty, then why is it you fuckers refuse to do it? And you don't blame mocap, because you fuckers intentionally turn that shit ugly. Since Since WB has HBO, Chris Soprano characters in multiverses, I want to see Pauly Silva or Chrissy BTFO. Well, in theory, they could. I mean, they have Mr. Smith in multiverses, and that's an R-rated property. Like this, like, I need to talk to my agent. Well, Mr. Duck, what good is a phone call without a bill? Hey! And his lips are just gone. He can't answer the phone. Oh, I want to see that. Just all the Mr. Smith and Neo cutscenes, but it's just Daffy Duck and he has Looney Tunes consequences. I want to see that. Omnitrax Prime 23 is up. 23 has a hot take on Kita. Kita's mid, low, more of a chill man. His issue is the Atlantean body paint. I'd be a hypocrite if I told you the problem. I mean, again, it's the tattoo thing. Some girls look good with tattoos, some girls don't, and sometimes it depends on the tattoo. If the body paint is too much, I understand. I disagree, but I understand. Yeah, I think I have a free pass on the body paint because it's more of a cultural thing, as opposed to, just being, like the suicide girls, they just get tattoos instead of getting tattoos and shit. But I also have two very different designs in mind. Like, Chell was supposed to be just fan service love interest from day one. Remember, what we have on the movie is the second, more family-friendly version. And then Kito's supposed to be Princess Warrior, so you're going to have to design it a little bit differently. I mean, even if you wanted to make, like, Mortal Kombat's, the Adenian princesses like Kitana, Melina, Jade, they're still designed differently than Chell. Similar, but still different. Who do we get next? Not quite Barbie. If it's the reason for the comment, how is it racist? Because here's the reason why I say it's not. Because tattoos supposedly have meanings, right? Because if you tell me this is a tattoo because she's a warrior, and versus this is the tattoo I got when my ex-boyfriend broke up with me, I'm like, I'm gonna take the warrior tattoo, It's like a guy buys a car. It's like, you bought a Ferrari because you generally like driving fast. He buys a Ferrari to compensate for something. You're not the same. I mean, you even see that Doctor Who with a sonic screwdriver for the 50th anniversary. Are you trying to compensate for something? I'm not putting down your opinion, bro. Yeah, to me they're very close. But again, it's just different roles in different parts of the story. I mean, if you're with more people like Tulios, yeah, I definitely understand. Plus, she's also a con man on that level, like them too, so it's fun. I guess attitude-wise, it goes back to the cute versus sexy debate. Like, what do you want more of? Like, all sexy, all cute, more of a ratio kind of thing. Oh, things that tattoos are ugly? I would disagree with that. Cause let's face it, face tattoos in general. I mean, because he does like a small, like the teardrop tattoo. Like some people just in general, even for face tattoos, white, black, whatever. For some people, that's automatic red flag. Like there's people who legit will like never respect Post Malone, not because of his music, because he has that face tattoo. The personality, yeah. Yeah. You know, I think you know what I mean though. Like, I gotta see what other waifus you have, whatever lovely ladies are on your list, so you get an idea. I'm not trying to interrogate you. I'm just genuinely curious. Cause I tell Alejandro all this all the time. I'll talk about Sour Apple too, but he's not here right now because Sour Apple's probably busy working. On the road tonight, yeah. I didn't even think King of Fire was gonna win the stream. Then I remember the DLC came out, and before the stream, like right before I bought the DLC, Vice and Mature. So don't worry about it, Sour Apple. We'll set up some time next week so that after the stream, you and I can get some matches and we can stream it in the server. Machine Gun Kelly, yes. Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly was pretty respected in the rap scene until he made the mistake of trying to diss Eminem. But Eminem made a diss track just to throw him under. And ever since, Machine Gun Kelly's been pop punk, I think? But he's not really, like, committed to it. Which is a shame because he has some potential there. Like, Post Malone used to be a hard heavy metal rocker, like thrash metal and death metal kind of thing. And then he became a rapper. I mean, he still plays guitar at his concerts live, like, so you actually get some converts to the world of metal, but slowly but surely. Show off for Prison the Frog. I'm not anti-Sky. I'm not fond of tattoos in general. Says sorry. Yeah, no problem. I get it. Everyone's got their preferences. I expect some consistency, like, but I mean, again, with me, the tattoos just got to be tasteful. They got to be in the right spot, like, you know what I mean, though, right? Like here, like here, B. Jeanette, she has that rose tattoo on her shoulder. For some people, that's great. For others, not so much. But then, on the other hand, some characters that have a tattoo is like, yeah, I can't imagine the character without the tattoo. I just like blonde. I'm shallow, bro. Android 18 is the best, objectively the best girl in Dragon Ball. I mean, think about it, she's a competent fighter. She's a carry partner. She's ready for Karazma and Krillin when she gets home. When he gets home, she gambles at a casino, and because she knows she's good at math, I blame the Android tech. She only wins money, but she does it so slow that nobody suspects a thing. And she's supportive in general of her friends and that's all that matters. I think the most. Only Maori men have tats, as far as I'm concerned. Some tribes, and I mean like more like in the middle of like Latin America, have the tribes. Maori men have tribes, but again, usually those tattoos have meaning. Yeah, well, I think it's kind of seeing it like a dude, you know, because when guys get tattoos, there's typically a meaning behind it, or something they hold near and dear to them. Whereas the worst of girls' tattoos, it's usually tattoos as therapy. And I've unfortunately met too many girls in real life who've gotten the dumbest tattoos. Yeah, everyone fictional ladies, yeah, of course. That's why there's 100 of them and not just one. Like some of them, and sometimes there are no right answers because they're both so good. Ah, I was gonna break her neck. It's like again, which best is the best Indian in Mortal Kombat? It's a tough call. Yeah, Bulma is second best, but she's not a slouch either. Like, Android 18 just wins by a hair, I think. Yeah, because let's face it, Bulma, if you could change anything about Dragon Ball, I would go back to classic Dragon Ball and put Bulma with Goku. Just to support the understanding and way better than Chi-Chi. Yeah. Yeah, but that's more of a lore kind of thing, you know, but yeah, when it comes to shipping and just for the fun of it, I take lore into consideration a good amount of the time, but I'm also, when I do crack pairing, it's because I want to see the what if that would never happen again. Like, I know it's never going to happen, but I want to see what happens anyways. It's not like, no, I like crazy women. The crazy woman has to get with the main character, you know? I'm not that kind of guy. I just care all that's somewhat plausible and somewhat well written. So basically in Dragon Ball you can put anybody with Goku except Chi-Chi and it would work, more or less. Bulbasaur, a Bulbasaur hybrid. Now she could just make that. You would think Bulma could make some sort of suit that can help her go on fight against the Saiyans, and like kind of like mech suit the whole thing out, because she can build those. She's built and worked on those capsule transport that go to other planets. You'd think she would make something like that. You have Bulma in a fighting game. I mean, Chi-Chi not wanting to fight, I understand. Like, she has the power, she just chooses not to. But you expect Bulma, even just like one issue, to fight for like against a low tier enemy, win, find a new bad guy, suit gets crushed and destroyed. Kung Fu Chi-Chi was top. Kung Fu Chi-Chi was top. Kung Fu Chi-Chi at the end of Dragon Ball Classic was amazing, but then also having her with the cutter blade in the beginning, like he like cuts Roshi in the skull, and Roshi's like, "Don't you know I'm immortal?" Just pulls the blade out like nothing. Like, that was funny. When I say whip, you say roar, whip, roar, whip. You're shallow for blondes, I'm shallow for blue hair. I know in real life that's a dangerous combination, but when it comes to anime women, blue and purple seem to be winning formula. Not that the other aren't girls with red hair. Red, blue, purple, like the winning trio. If not that, it's usually black. My favorite one of the whole game is Angel. Angel first, Mai second. I know it's controversial given how much Mai is in every other fighting game. GC, get the yayo. Shows the name of one of 21 times right hand man. Hey, get to have the chainsaw scene, she could cut the hands off if she wanted to. But as soon as she has little Gohan, it's over. Where is the other one? No blue hair? We'll take silver. Launch has both, yes. The only tricky thing about Launch is which one you like more and are willing to deal with. Because if you get some people will pick only blonde Launch because they like, you know, assertive. Some only want the cute Launch. And some are willing to handle both, but I think the part of it being a sneeze factor, I think might be too random for some people, you know? Isn't she blue Launch? Most of the time, like, they romanized it as lunch in English when it first came out. So I always say lunch is the blue one because she's always cooking, and then launch is the yellow one because she always has her rockets and guns out. Oh yeah, he just forgot that she existed when he wrote DBC. But that's an issue with just Shonen, because like Kubo of Bleach had that same problem where they legit forgot who was still in duty, who wasn't. I mean, even Family Guy has a list of characters that you can use, cannot use, and if you use, what circumstances. That's kind of sad that Family Guy's more on top of it. And no, don't ask me about Fire Emblem waifus. I stopped playing when the one on 3DS came out because I just did not like the direction they were going in personally. I'm an OG purist. That's because I started off with the ones on Game Boy and then went backward with emulators and stuff. Eat souvlaki. That fucking Gorilla Souvlaki Hut commercial's been on my head rent-free for the past month. But for Greek ladies, I gotta pick Cassandra over Sophia. I know it's a weird thing to pick over, but I just got that thing. Discord invite? In the description of this video, the first link should be the Discord link. Click it and you should join the Discord. If it doesn't work, I'll give it to Alejandro. But every stream I always have a Discord link in the description. Yeah, I usually stream every weekend. Your guys is Friday, my guy and Saturday, but my Saturday, Sunday. But there won't be a stream tomorrow because I'm gonna head out and check out a couple of places. My family has expressed interest in coming over to Japan. And my friends give me a couple of places to check out, so I want to scope it out and see if my folks would like that. Yes, love to see Launch on a rocket bike playing Zero. Like, you'd think they would have a Dragon Ball RPG and they have like a section where you have to play as Launch, you know, more stealthily trying to get across on a hover bike. These are not the Dragon Balls you're looking for. Says who aims the gun in their face. And the new Fire Emblem waifus were fine until that newest one for Switch. I think, weirdly enough, I think just got a little too anime for my taste. I think again, I'm just biased towards the older ones where it was like King of Fighters here, where it was anime for the most part, but then they just went that one step too far, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like the difference between King of Fighters and Arcana Hearts, and I think they crossed that line in terms of Fire Emblem. Like Camilla, though, that's a great design, though. I'm not gonna lie. Any game that had Camilla, I would be saying, she is the design team. I wonder. Do any of you guys here use a hitbox by its by? Because I have a mechanical keyboard here. It's not bad, but I'm wondering, is what hitbox is like? Maybe get one. But playing MK with the keyboard, though, that's a fucking nightmare and a half. Shield with your thumb. Crouch with control. Playing that on a fucking shit keyboard laptop. Oh my god, that was nuts. No, you cunt. No, stop. Oh my. Okay, that was a good comeback. I own one. What's it like using it? Sorry, do you use it off or is it just a decoration? I pray that my fucking peripheral is not broken. I'm afraid it might be the USB slot. You just don't like it, or you just have been too busy? Calm down, Spider-Man. Shit. Spider bitch. Spider bitch. She's a radioactive thought. I can barely put time to play on a pad on a new controller. Yeah, I just put some time, like right now, like you see I'm playing right now with the keyboard for the first time in like forever. So what I do, I play a couple of matches, I learn as I go. I don't try to drill in terms of the labbing with a training mode, because to me that's not really fun. I mean, like learning a move I can't get an input in, that's fine. But I just have more fun just trying to see how it works in practice, because accidental discoveries to me are just more fun, instead of like drill, like. Yeah. The only time it's kind of annoying is when it's arcade games, where you have like their ports of them, where like they have that limited continue system. So it's like 3 continues to figure out everything. I can do Angel's moves in a clear attempt to learn her. Yeah, well, Angel has the most moves in this game still, right? Yeah, Angel moves gotta be really precise. But it's not really an input thing. In King of Fighters, they simplified a lot of the inputs compared to the other ones. It's more so the timing window is just a lot smaller to compensate from how much easier the inputs are. Because again, there's only so much you can do without dumbing the game down and becoming either a joke game like the KOF heroines, or becoming stupidly easy like Mortal Kombat 11. Even then, Mortal Kombat has got some really tight windows on occasion. But I was trying to do a 4-6 as an opener. Oh yeah, just for that, playing Angel. I don't like Angel's voice. I mean, it's not that it's not a bad voice. I just don't think it fits a character. I try to think a bit lower, a little bit huskier. Like who's got a voice that would fit Angel, in my opinion? Something closer to Vanessa, you know. I think like a bit lower. That's what I was expecting. Like, who else? Nope. That's a dude. That's also a dude. Nah, not husky enough. Nah, too husky. The one that should never have been a king in Dead or Alive. I'm preparing to lose. Oh, so there's a mod for her that actually has Kitana skin for mine, and it actually works very well. There's no... there's no word for elf and it could be movies in Polar Express that fairies in North Pole. It's one of those things where in Japan the term kind of had a double meaning, where elf could mean kind of fairy. The term for fairy could be fairy or elf because, you know, they were just typically magical beings. Because now if they want Western elf, they would just use the term, you know, erufu, like just all in katakana. Kind of like how in Japanese, vampire isn't really used. Dracula is the term we use. So Dracula is Count Dracula, but every vampire is a Dracula. But to be fair, Dracula was picked as a name because Bram Stoker thought that Dracula meant devil in Romanian. So every demon is a Dracula, but every Dracula is a vampire, and every vampire is a Dracula. Yeah, because Yosei is the term we use for it to mean elf, sprite, and fairy. It's most commonly used with fairy, but it can mean elf. But ever since the adoption of edifu in katakana, Yosei has become a mostly fairy-only term. Like how, like, Ko Oni could also mean, you know, goblin, imp, pixie, but could also mean, more chaotic, but could also mean elf. And this is why, if you're wondering why you get games like Ghosts and Goblins, why there's, you know, demons and then there's devils and satans, it kind of operates on that same logic. Legolas, I think for Lord of the Rings, I think they use edifu with the katakana if they can dub it like that. So elf with Will Ferrell is just edifu. Yeah. Closer to dragon in Romania. Yeah. Yeah, because the term he picked was closer to dragon, yeah. He thought it meant devil. He was incorrect. He picked the wrong term. Call me a fairy one more time. He's an angry fairy. He's like punching him. You see like noisemaker confetti come out of it. Like that. Damn. Like, have you ever seen that reviewers don't call me Johnny? Like, well, they don't really give you a premise for Castlevania why you want to kill Dracula, so let's just say he never gave the vacuum cleaner back, and they want revenge for that. I like them both. I gotta ask you, Omnitrex Prime 23, would you put Angel as more sexy or more cute? And same thing with mine. Because the voice is one thing, but the attitude's another. Shibuya Station. I know it's Esaka, but Shibuya's like this in real life. It's never done with construction. It's never done. There's too many damn people there. Come on. Oh, shit. Oh, right. Vlad Tempest was Order the Dragon. Vlad Tempest. Oh, I used to think of the game Tempest 2000 now. I want like a cyber goth rave Vlad the Impaler kind of thing. Like Dark Electro. Dun, 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 dun. No! Oh, fuck. It's nuts how much Mai can keep of her moves in Dead or Alive 5. Oh, Sour Apple, how is Mai in Street Fighter 6? I'm assuming you have her. Because for some reason they based Mai on her old like her old like initial 97 design. With the hair design, the hair color even. Sexy but Angel's cute. Yep, got that feeling too. But Angel does have the occasional sexy moment with her mannerisms. If I can win, I'll get that screen for you. Yeah, I like a bit more. I like a 60-40. When your attitude's cute but you dress sexy. Not yeah, but hey, if I got an offer from either one of these girls for a date, I'm not saying no. It's like I gotta buy a suit, another suit, a better looking suit. Damn it! Like, oh, okay, I gotta tap the brick out of that. She just locks me in so close I can barely get out. I thought it was until next year. Not quite like. Oh wait, sorry. Why is it until next year? You could have fooled me. Everyone's making like my videos and my fan art and SFM like she just fucking dropped. Last time that happened was when we had that Spider-Man Morgan meme. But that's because we were just tired of spider cucking comics. I'm just saying, bro. If every girl's gonna leave you for someone worse, take the succubus. Personally, I put her with Frank West, but that's just because they played Tatsunoko vs. Capcom too many fucking times, and those combos work fucking great together. Oh, Sarah Apple says Sally. I was referring to an old movie called Bog. Angel is sexy, but play yourself as cute. Yeah, I think it really does depend on the outfit. It really does. Like you can argue that with this one, but she has like her silver hair, dark skin with the demon wings on the back. Not quite Felicia Makoto, but same idea. Yeah. Never forgive Maya for not putting mine in her cute socks. I have a feeling either the cute socks are gonna be, either gonna be unlockable, like a requirement kind of thing, or they're gonna be DLC. Because there's no way they're not gonna put DLC for Mai. Dead or Alive had like remember, Devil 5 had, you could buy Mai by herself, or Mai with all the cross, like the nurse, the princess, and all that shit. Mai makes too much fucking money. And unlike 2B, people who buy Mai actually fucking play fighting games. Controversial opinion, 2B is not a bad design character, but as a whole, she's overrated as fuck. Oh, cute socks. You know how Mai has her typical tabi socks? Like you look at her feet. You see the tabi socks right there? With the black and the blue padding right there? So she can fight? Yeah, in Street Fighter 6, they chose to make her barefoot because of how much support Juri has. Oh. Okay, I'm pressing the wrong button, apparently. Okay. Did they show the range on her punch, or was it always like that? Yeah, she's more of a kicks. Yeah, so I have to play kicks against kicks. That timing is hard because I have to go at angles and then she can just go straight up and forward. Like I have to break into her, and my hands will have to call it a cushion of protection, and I'm not referring to her chest. No, like that. Like anything in her perimeter, you're fucked. Or I have to get in there like the Rock, you know. I'm here to smell what that ass is doing. Okay, can I escape fast enough? Wait, because is her rush? No, my escape is faster than her rush. Okay. Fucking cushion of protection, my ass. Barefoot is not bad. Yeah, again, design-wise, it's not bad. But when Capcom is aware that the biggest faction, or the biggest like in-group in the built-in game guild is like Yuri Foot Lovers, and has like over like 10,000 people, they know what they're doing on purpose. No, go ahead about Diesel Legacy. I'm still waiting for that one I posted for the Art Deco looking one to be finished. It looks like basically this one I posted that looks like Art Deco. It's hand drawn, but it's 2v2. It looks really damn good. I'm just trying to use the base buttons and not any of the shortcut buttons here. So yeah, I'm trying to actually like, learn this shit. Yeah. Wait, what do you want to see stream ASAP? The Deco Punk fighter that's still kind of in early access, or do you want, or the Barefoot Mai? Because I would have to buy Street Fighter 6 if you want the latter one. But I'm not sure I want Street Fighter 6. That is Diesel Legacy. Okay, yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah. Maybe this is why Andy's afraid of Mai. He's afraid of making her angry and then being burnt to a crisp. If I can't beat you, Mai, I'll beat your boyfriend. Let's do this. Probably my third favorite, tied with Vanessa. But they're just so radically different. Like, I feel like Yuri, like, would grow up to be kind of like Vanessa, except her husband would not be missing, and then magically show up in the 15th game. Wait, so that was on 3 lanes. Why do I keep forgetting the fucking 3 lane? I only remember the 2v2 aspect. Yeah, that's the one, yeah. It looks good. I want to get it when it's like fully done. It has if you don't have King of Fighters 15 already, thanks to Mature and Vice's release, they finally have, for the first time in SNK history, an Ultimate Edition with all the DLC characters. King of Fighters 14 didn't even have an Ultimate Edition. I mean, you had to be lucky to wait for that game to go on sale and then buy the Deluxe Edition, and I think there was still some DLC you had to buy afterwards. Let's pick, Best Bogard. In any other Just universe, he would be with Mai, but nah. I mean, Fatal Fury Andy though. Fatal Fury Andy is cool, but King of Fighters Andy, that's a whole other story. back in the main, Vanessa, Lita Oswald, Engine in 11. Yeah, Vanessa is hot. Yeah, Vanessa is what most ladies should try to be if they have a family, supportive, raising their family, loving their husband, and still keeping good for their own sake and for their family. The same way how it's kind of sad to me, and just in general, when you see couples, they get married, and then it happens, they both get fat. It's like the SpongeBob meme. You were so long, youthful, and graceful. Where did the days go by? And it's like all fat, old, and depressed. What I said? Role play, cosplay for $25 right now. What, Diesel? If it's Diesel, I'll consider getting it. You gotta remember, it was $25 there. You gotta remember that the region pricing is different. There's an indie game I want to get. It was like an over-the-top, over-the-shoulder 3D platformer. It's like $15 in America. It was like $10 here. But apparently $5 was too much, so I couldn't gift it to my friend for his birthday. He had to wait for that shit to go back to normal fucking price. Yeah. The thing. If the price difference is too much, either too much more expensive in one region or too much cheaper in another region, you cannot gift it. They won't let you do that because they don't want you to get fucked out of money. That's why I could not give Conception 2 to a different friend for his birthday. Maya's Terry, and she's cute. Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that. Terry, Mary's not bad, but I just think Maya's a slightly better cat. Maya is a better catch. You know what I mean, though, right? It's kind of like if you were on a game show and there's like there's four what's the movie? Deal or No Deal? Like there's 4 suitcases left. You pick, and this is the last pick. Whatever suitcase you pick is what you get. One suitcase has 0. One suitcase has a $10,000, which is great. The other suitcase has a $250,000. Last one has 500,000, and the last one's got $1 million. It's like winning the $250,000 when if you had gone to the right, you would have had $500,000. Well, then it's just better not to know that there's a better option next by. Thank you for dress from the old costume. Redesign 14 is okay, but I get a lot of simple. She was original perfectly. Well, to be fair, 14 was the growing penny game. People like to give 14 a lot of shit for the bad 3D, but for a first attempt from a company that was completely hand drawn, 14 could have been way worse. I'm not gonna say it's a great game, but for a first attempt, it's really damn good. Because what was it? We had it could have been like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite levels of bad, and that game was the 4th one in the series. On 3D cartoon, the show's just ending up as couch potatoes. I don't know how doesn't want them anymore. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a bummer. At least for cartoons, they can like lose weight overnight. You know, like a cartoon Slim Fast and they're gone. But I hope they can make their own adventures. I mean, how does it want? It's fine. We'll make our own thing. They start drawing their own Toon Adventures. Fortunately, how Vanessa looks now. Yeah, I had a feeling. With the 14th Vanessa look. I mean, I think the issue they were trying to usher in a new arc, and they weren't quite sure how to do it just yet, and wait for 15. Because again, her husband was basically dead in all 14 games, and then they magically announced, "Oh, Vanessa, your husband's still alive. Ramon, get in the cockpit chair. It's your destiny." I know this is never gonna happen, but just for the fun of it, like imagine this was like a Double Dragon situation. If you never played Double Dragon, in the end of the arcade version, because you play as the 2 brothers, and there's only one girl to save, so at the end of Double Dragon, if you actually beat the final boss, player 1 and player 2 have to defeat themselves, and the winner gets the girl and the true ending. Oh, fucking get your ass over here! No! Gotta play for time. Play for time. Play for time. Be a little bitch. If Gary K. Wolf does what Fable did just despite Disney, I'd be so happy. But it's a little different with Fable's creator, because the difference that the creator of Fables actually has so much story ready. Like the creator basically has the rest of the story done, more or less, except for like the final parts. But Warner Brothers is just giving him so much legal hell that they're actively doing it to discourage him from publishing it. It's the opposite of what happens to manga in America. We're like, come on, bro, you need a chapter a week. It's like, nah. Like, they don't want him to continue Fables. They just want the IP to collect dust. And that's why he did that. And that's why when you sign up with a lot of companies, you got to read the contract to see if you can retain your rights. Because they don't want you doing what the creator of Fables does, where he makes it public domain. I know some people were actually bitching about Fables going in the public domain. I'm like, why are you bitching? Like, you can use that really cool version of Snow White and, you know, the wolf and all the fairy tales as you wish and make money off of it. Because he understands, he'd rather have his creation live on and be immortal in that sense, as opposed to, locked up in some drawer cabinet. And the thing is that he owns the rights to the creator owns the rights to Jessica Rabbit. I mean, he didn't have to make the Disney version canon, he just chose to. But if he does do that, then that means that both versions of Roger, both the family friendly and the dark noir, would be public domain. Unless he only released the Disney-esque version. But that was when companies, you know, were much more agreeable. The better Bogart is always Terry. Splash Mountain exists there too in Tokyo. Yeah. And while, dude, Japan still has. Japanese theme parks are crazy. They have the Water World in Japan. They still have Terminator 2 in Japan. They still have Back to the Future. I think I mentioned this last year actually, but every year on October 25th, in honor of Back to the Future, they actually air the entire trilogy on some TV channels. Non-stop. So they do the entire trilogy back to back to back. No, it was October 15th. But either way, once it's on until the end of October. Japan had Backdraft. Yeah, I forget if they still have it or not, because they haven't been there in a while. Really on what? Back to the Future? Yeah. Japan loves Back to the Future. Like, Back to the Future and Top Gun are some things that even kids in elementary school are completely aware of. Even before Top Gun Maverick came out, kids knew what Top Gun was. Japan loves Tom Cruise. Like, there was a film, I forgot what it was, it came out like in the early 2000s. And it was essentially Japan's response to Back to the Future. Basically going back to like the late 80s, early 90s before the economic crash happened. And a daughter like trying to fix things up with her dad. I'm trying to remember what it was. It's not a very... It's like Back to the Future 1, where if you get all the time references and all the pop culture, it's a great movie and there's some fun adventure to it. But if you don't get that, you find that kind of kind of cringy moments a bit too much to take, you're not going to like it. I'm trying to remember what it was. My future is gone in Japan? Fuck. Damn it. I haven't been there, to be honest. It's the one part I want to go to, but I have to go all the way literally across the opposite end of the country. Okay, so here's the thing. I forgot I have it saved here. For the beginning of January 24, 2024, so at the beginning of this year, they actually had a Back to the Future musical. And it started, the rehearsals right now, and it will not be available to be the public for performances until next April. So next April, you will be able to see probably bootlegs on YouTube of the Back to the Future musical here in Japan. Top Good, How to Write a Canada's Wonderland. They renamed it the Flight Deck after Paramount sold the park. Wait, Paramount had a park in Canada? That's news to me. Okay, so here's the Japanese version of Back to the Future. I'll type it in the chat if you guys want to search it up. Babaru Ego, Taimu Machine wa Doramushiki. Basically, it's... Yeah, I'll type it in for you guys. It's basically a Japanese Back to the Future where, again, instead of going to the 50s by accident, it was going back to the 90s to kind of prevent that, the crazy economic crash. I'll type it in for you guys here. It's going to look like gibberish. Let's legit type it in the katakana. Babaru Ego. Time Machine wa Doramushiki. Okay, and if I remember correctly, that the Time Machine was a washing machine, like a drum washing machine drum. which is kind of a nod to the fact that the original Time Machine Back to the Future was supposed to be a refrigerator. Let me get the director. Yes, the director is Yasuo Baba. Oh, so it's be Time, not Time. Oh, I fucked that up. Time. Who cares? You get the gist. You find it. Doing Legacy, but sorry, Apple, making it sound so scary. Like, Diesel Legacy. I've yet to play with another human. And I've seen bursts, dead angles with your partner, and when your partner dies, they can provide bursts and parries, and the screen just gets all black and shit, man. You make the game like a horror game. I only see dead people on this game. No one's left alive. Lucky, I'm sorry. I mean, as cute as Athena is, I gotta give it to Yuri. I mean, I just don't like the moe thing they did with her from the 2000s onwards. Her old design, which is this is closer to that, was just better in my opinion. I know moe sounds like hotcakes, but it just felt so jarring seeing that it's everything else. Discount Chun-Li. Someone got some Hanna-Barbera's? Wait. Okay, I gotta read this. Yeah, the part got some Hanna-Barbera influence. Because didn't Paramount have like work with Hanna-Barbera at points until Warner Brothers bought them like in the late 80s, I think? Do you think Roger Rabbit worked as a musical? Roger Rabbit would absolutely work as a musical. Because think about it, you can have more comedic songs like you would a Disney musical because of Roger Rabbit. And then you can have more of those noir songs that fit, you know, those older kind of... Like, if you think of like Cats Don't Dance kind of thing, just have a couple more songs be more comedic and over the top. Because remember, because they're cartoons, it's not breaking reality. It is reality in that world. You know what I mean? But you have to, but like Cats Don't Dance, your songwriting has to be on point. I don't hate musicals, but to me, what I hate about musicals is when they're musicals just for the sake of having music in there, and your music is not very good. That's why I don't really like Frozen as much because the songs like, I don't. Besides Let It Go, because that goes overplayed. What's that one they have like when they're coming down the street marching? You know, dun 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 da ba da dun ba dun da ba da dun dun dun. That's the one I can kind of vaguely remember. Mulan though, I remember every fucking song, and there wasn't even that many in Mulan. I remember those better. El Dorado, what? Those songs weren't even like musical except for It's Tough to Be a God, and I remember all those fucking songs. Prince of Egypt, all the songs I remember. Some were musical, some were not. Anastasia, I mean, the main song with Upon Descender and in the Darker Than Night Evil Will Find Her, those and I think parts of, you know, We Found Our Princess, those are 3 songs I remember from that movie. But yeah. But you know what's bad? I remember more songs from The Swan Princess than your regular musical. Far longer than forever. Why don't you do right? Is a cover of a 30 song. Okay, Death Become Her is a film become musical as well. I think over the years, yeah. I'm not saying she's a bad personality. I just don't like the in the sprite versions. I don't like how her design was clearly moe compared to the other characters. It just felt like it was like it broke the design rules. Always in Japan, exactly. Not every girl needs to be moe. I'm not saying that she could have been moe, but it's more so how they made her moe. Like her face shape design got radically changed, going from like, you know, like some light colored hair to like crazy rabid pink. Like it just felt out of place compared to the other characters. Like it felt like they broke all the animation rules just for her, and it didn't really feel consistent. Shit. You just got a proper love song. Why don't you do right the cover of a 30 song? I think Jessica should keep Why Don't You Do Right? But then you can have her own separate love song with either she's alone with Eddie, like in that dressing room, or a proper love song when she gets reunited with Roger. Because her doing a cover of a lounge song would make a lot of sense. To be fair, I am a bit biased towards that particular jazz standard. Ah, fuck you. But yeah, but writing an original jazz song can be very tricky because, I mean, if you want like proper jazz and not just Kenny G smooth jazz, which is basically just like blues pop, but then just sounds jazz because you have like all the right instruments, you know. Like what was it? For VeggieTales, they had a tango song called Barber Manatee, or it's called Endangered Love. You know, the guy legit studied tangos of different like French, Spanish, Italian, German for over an entire year just to get that song right. And so compositionally, if you take away the words, it's a proper tango. The motions, the way the choruses and the verses connect to one another with the bridge and all that. I'm not saying it's, yeah, but that's just a music purist to me going at it. I typically can buy close enough is good enough. If you want to promise me authentic, I'm gonna hold you to that standard. I really should to try another Athena horror game again. Oh, that would be simple. Just have Athena like be part of like a fictional J-pop group, and then the premise is that like it's like one of those movies like Mary-Kate and Ashley where Athena's J-pop group has been captured. Can Athena fight off the evil space aliens with the power of magic and this 10,000 degree laser rifle? It would be completely stupid, but I would love it. Because basically you're playing a B movie that's aware it's a B movie. That would be good. The same way I'm surprised we don't have like a My Hero Academia like as an actual ninja game. I mean, at least with Dead or Alive, you have Ayane and Ninja Gaiden. Of all the 90s, another Hunter x Hunter trailer drop? Yeah, the creator of Hunter x Hunter just on a roll, just making new chapter whenever he can. Because people forget, like, he has so much damage in his back that it hurts him to use the restroom. That's how fucked up his back is. That's why he's on hiatus for so long, because the pain's just that bad. But I think he kind of realized that he's not going to live forever, and he's just trying to try out chapters when he can. And Anastasia says, all the 90s anime musicals that actually deserve a live-action remake, Anastasia is the one to make it the same musical out of a feature film. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some conflicting things, and some people love the fact that they really played into the history of her trying to escape, like, you know, historical Rasputin and the communists and all that stuff. And some people don't like it because they just love the idea of Anastasia being able to beat, you know, like, the mythological evil priest Rasputin. Honestly, I think they just do both. Just have, like, just make it, like, just give them, like, all the kinds of, like, magic powers and at least, like, our special guild of them. And then Anastasia has to outrun that. Alright, folks, what's your thoughts on the French lady? I gotta pick my Taiwanese ladies. Actually, wait. Athena's voice shatters planets. I think isn't her boyfriend Kenso? If not, the fan art have convinced me that they are. Like, it breaks her boyfriend's will to live. Like, she's beautiful to look at, but I don't like it when she talks, man. It drives me crazy, man. It drives me crazy. She drives you crazy. Not like that, man. Rasputin. Lover of the... I don't know what they do in Russia anymore. Communist magical girl. Yeah. The sandals are kind of like, eh. And the pants. I'm not sure of the pants. It's just a me thing, because the default green, I'm like, here the red looks better. I changed the ending, so she was aboard a Soviet airship, the Rocketeer. Both villains literally plunging to their deaths in a giant ball of fire. Hey. So just meant like everything, like they're like she's safe on planet Earth again. Everyone's like all she's like the burning ship. You just hear like that slow music box Once Upon a December playing, or some new one. Come on, body, body punch. I'm so used to the 14. Body. Let's go. Sour says Shermie is fine. Never for her. They do other people, but I have no issue with her. Oh shit. And Ken has a huge crush on her, but either she plays coy or is reciprocated. Come on, man, just gotta put your balls out there, like metaphorically, not literally. If you put literally, you might get a restraining order. No! Oh my god, that was perfect. That was so damn close. That was too risky. Large airship? Bro, what's not to love about airship? Remember FF6? Totally not the Star Wars theme. Hey, you play a haunted Athena horror game? You can have it at the haunted house with not Freddy Fazbear. Stop. Stop. That fucking diagonal kicks is what's killing me, bro. Yeah, Sherman and Hell are great for a tag team. If you can do a 2v2 style kind of game, because their legs combined, they could probably take on Chun-Li. But Chun-Li and Mai, I'll give it a different fight. Zed. Oh shit. Half circle? Let's go. Oh no, I missed it. Damn it. I fell for it. Fucking suplex. I'm so pissed when woman's first time to do the Odds War 1 action film have the final action piece be aboard a Zeppelin. Is 2017 the animated one? Or is that the live action one? Because the animated one I think had an airship fight. Not airship fight. There's a lot of more aviation scenes, but they went all out for the hand-drawn film. I gotta remember that one. Yeah. Alejandro is basically if it was like what's that saying, you know, if it has wings but isn't a plane, if it has legs but isn't a chair, and I forgot what the third part of the saying is. The Cantonese will eat it. If it has wings and is not if it has wings and it's not a bird, if it has tires but it's not a chair, you know, wheelchair, and if it has an engine but it's not a generator and can float and is not a duck, Alejandro has an interest in it. Oh, live action Gal Gadot? Oh yeah. Ah, that one, yeah. Yeah. Come on. Gotta play. We gotta play the spacing game here. And I asked him, well, damn it. If I go on the air, she just gets me. I think Gal Gadot was right casting for Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, unfortunately, is one of those characters that's very difficult to cast. It's like, do you want more of just sexy Wonder Woman, or do you want more of like a warrior kind of Wonder Woman? Because you got to go against like Lydia Carter, the original one, who's more sexy Wonder Woman, and then, but for Gal Gadot, I think for the warrior Wonder Woman, that was pretty good. But it's very hard to find someone, you know, who's got the muscles and the chest. But Gal Gadot doing like some of those scenes when she was still pregnant, that was just nuts. Yeah, a lot of scenes at the CGI her screen her stomach to be flat. She's like doing all the scenes and shit. Honestly, I think she could have been a better one, but I think like Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, I think that she had a good script. No, she has a good cast, but the script was just not so good. Like with Batman's Affleck, they gave us live action Arkham City Batman, bro. And they just squandered it on that script. Henry Cavill was a great Superman casting, but just a god-awful script. Jared Leto, I'm not sure about Jared Leto as Joker. Because I've heard that before Suicide Squad was supposed to be a 3-hour Joker film with Harley Quinn in it, like halfway through, and then it got turned into Suicide Squad. So like 4 hours of like content on the cutting room floor. But if that is true, then he got a really fucking shitty script and design. And that's the thing. The DC's biggest problem was mostly the writing as opposed to the casting. Which got a lot more TNA. Yeah. I would pick the gentleman from John Carter. Oh, I definitely would pick her too. You never got a standalone Batfleck film? Yes, Batfleck would have been in one movie. Yeah, if they DC was still in the DC Black Label because they went for the mature stories, Batfleck would have been perfect for that. Fucking, she can just close. She closed the distance that fucking bad. Oh my god. Stop. Yeah. All right, let's go. Yeah. Jumping the event with a 3-4 years of world building. Yep. Oh, damn it. Yep. That was their problem. If you're gonna rush into that shit, you're gonna get rush results. If the Superman movie underperformed, also they throw in the towel. They need to, but they also but the thing is, unless they understand that you have to build up these multiverses, the universes, unless they understand that you gotta build them up over years, they're never gonna get it right. They could again, they had damn near perfect casting the last movie with Justice League, and they did fucking nothing with it because they were just trying to rush into that. I mean, it kind of worked for the animated one. But that's because the film gave each character a scene to do something. And then when they were just trying to figure it out and they couldn't figure out what the hell was going on with all these, asteroids, then they introduced John Jones. Then they introduced the Martian threat. Then they had the characters go even bigger and better. And then when they were going against the Martian menace, then they just, again, had more scenes doing their own thing, building chemistry, like Flash and Green Lantern being buddies, Wonder Woman and Batman being a good, team together, John Jones, Superman. At the end, it came together as one epic ensemble piece. So even if the story wasn't great, you're like, we're seeing superheroes do superhero shit. It wasn't quippy one-liners. You bought the thing to see Superman do Superman things, Batman do Batman things. A couple of jokes here and there, yeah. But it delivered, and it was so good it led to the TV series. Supes and Bats, going from starting clips in the MCU films, they made depressing Superman. The funny thing is that, James Gunn wanted to make an evil Superman film, but when he saw that everyone was doing, he's like, you know what, it's overdone. Let me just go back to classic Superman. If you can make James Gunn pull 180, that's impressive. What's the other ones? Superman and Batman are too big to fail for Warner Brothers DC. That's not true. It's only Batman. There are 4 IPs that WB cares about. It's fuck it. It's because it's Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones. It's the Game of Thrones brand. It's the Batman brand, which they call it the Arkham brand. Lord of the Rings, and Mortal Kombat. Those are the 4 franchises that the CEO currently gives a fuck about. So if you're not one of those 4 IPs, again, Batman, not DC, just fucking Batman. If you're not one of those 4, he doesn't give a shit. And that's why WB's in the fucking gutter. Because they have, so it doesn't matter if it's Tom and Jerry, it doesn't matter if it's Superman, it doesn't matter if it's some great vintage movies. You can go get bent. Let's pick K. Omnitrax says you need to care about characters people first. Exactly. That's why with Iron Man 1 it was so great, because the character arc went through the entire fucking series up until Endgame. And honestly, same with the MCU film. It's make or break. I think it's become the most expensive superhero film ever made. Which character is that? Because after Part 3, I only cared about Guardians 3, and then the Spider-Man movie, and that was it. Nothing else really had my attention. I'm not gonna lie and say I love Marvel with all my heart. I mean, I like some IPs. Ant-Man and Wasp was not one of them. I don't like. I didn't bother with Captain America. I didn't bother with Thor right away. I mean, I saw the first one. That was okay. Didn't you feel to see the other one? I saw Ragnarok because my brother wanted to see it. We also watched on streaming. Captain America, that one, Winter Soldier, yeah. I only saw Civil War to see it because I heard it was really bad. I want to see how terrible it was. But other than that, I really wasn't the kind of guy who was like, I gotta see every Marvel film now. Make a Bat Harm film? Wait, Bat Harm or Bathoran? Alright, I was only done with superhero stuff before Endgame. Yep, the problem is not that there's a lot of superhero stuff. The problem is that it's only superhero stuff. If it was superhero, let's say we had video game movies and also cowboy westerns and horror films and some diversity, yeah, you'd be fine. But nobody wants to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet if all they have is just rice and noodles. You want egg rolls, you want jello, you want mashed potatoes, you want mac and cheese, you want fried chicken gravy, you want sushi. You go to a buffet to eat everything. You nobody just, oh, you cocksucker. You know what he wants to just eat rice and noodles only at a buffet. Harrison Ford as Red Hulk, yeah, he was done. Yeah, Harrison Ford should nowadays. If I see, unfortunately, because of his recent string of movies, if I see Harrison Ford in a film, it's a red flag. He's clearly fucking done and just doing this shit for checks. Michael Keaton does shit for checks, but he puts more effort in. Like, have you seen clips of Beetlejuice online? It's like he never left the set of the original. He's like waiting there, like, yeah, you came back, didn't you? He still got the energy. Him as Batman in the Flash movie, that he had a lot of energy, and that was clearly a check. Like, he even admitted that he did the canceled Batwoman film. He said, "Sorry, the film's not coming out, but the check was nice." He's a good sense of humor. Him as Ray Kroc in the founder of the McDonald's movie, he was very charismatic. He sold me on that role. Him and Birdman, he sold me on that role. Michael Keaton does it for a check, but he understands that they're paying him money, and he gives them their money's worth, if not more sometimes. And as a result, he keeps getting roles and he keeps getting checks. He understands how it works. Harrison Ford, nah. Part of me wishes he wasn't even Indiana Jones. Because, bro, after coming back, again, he's thrice now, he's coming back as some sort of fucking deadbeat dad. Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Blade Runner. What the fuck? George R. R. Martin, he's never going to finish the books. Okay. With George R. R. Martin, I have a different take than everybody else does. I think, because everyone's like, oh, George R. R. Martin's a tryhard. I'm like, nah, George R. R. Martin just committed the same cardinal sin most fantasy writers do. They commit to a certain number of fantasy books before they're done writing the whole story. They get halfway through, or past halfway through, and realize that they just don't give a fuck about it anymore. They're just done, they're tired, it's draining, it stopped being fun, they lost passion. Because I actually have the collection of the 4 released George R. R. Martin books in one gigantic omnibus, and I actually do have his Tale of Dunk and Egg. Those are the best ones, Dunk and Egg. And it's clear that George R. R. Martin likes writing short stories way more than novels. And that's fine. Because George R. R. Martin's, his short stories that he's written, including, you know, Sand Creature, I think it's called. That one was really good. And when you read that, it's like, okay, I see why George Martin got famous. But apparently in the modern world of literature, if you're not writing big 400-page books, no one takes you fucking seriously. He honestly just should have made Game of Thrones and Westeros like an anthology series, like so like each book follows a different adventure and not one overarching plot, or each book is a collection of short stories. That would have been better for Martin to elaborate his Westeros mythos without having to heavily commit to one character or one plot for too long. He could drop it when he gets tired of it. That's what he should have done. But now he's just like, I'm fucking done with it. And people are surprised about it. His Ryan Jack's the next week dad. Oh my fucking... Harrison Ford just quit being acting. He just stop. Just take... The pose is it's disappointing. Yeah, it is. It really fucking is. But I think also part of it was that as soon as he got signed up for Game of Thrones, the show, then you got the stupid comparisons. They're like, oh, he's the American Tolkien. Now he has to fucking live up to the standard that he's never, ever, ever gonna fucking do. And if they're gonna compare to Tolkien, he's like, well, if you're gonna compare me to Tolkien, I'm gonna be the anti-Tolkien. And now he's stuck like every other big fantasy franchise that's not Harry Potter, where you're forced to compete with Tolkien when you never had that fucking intention. But think about it this way: would you want to continue a series of books if the best is going to be is that you're going to be in the shadow of a great? I wouldn't fucking want to continue those books fucking either. Like, imagine if I made a fighting game and it was really good, and I was like, oh my god, you got to like the next Street Fighter. I'm like, I don't want to be compared to Street Fighter. Fuck you guys. Let's stop making the fucking game now. I'll make something else. Wu-Tang Kun Wonder Me. Yeah, he's a fun character I like to pick as a practice dummy because he's just kind of endearing in that sense. Bad harm. All I'm saying is, for someone who loves aviation, I'm sure I hasn't done many films that focus on aircraft. maybe it's for his own good. Not saying he can't do it, but I think maybe he might get a little too caught up in the details of making an accurate film about aviation. You know the film that's so accurate that only those who really care to that degree are going to appreciate it. You know. Has C.S. Lewis estate become a lefty as Tolkien has? I don't think so, no. I don't think C.S. Lewis estate has. And remember, Tolkien's estate was only really conservative because you had a son and a grandson who were actually interested in what the hell his grandfather made. It's why Tolkien's estate allowed for the Peter Jackson film, the first trilogy, you know. But they also are aware that Tolkien probably would have hated it as a movie. He would probably like be in like Miyazaki, where it's like, oh, it's just a nonsense, violent, pretentious film. And Tolkien hated most things, including Dune and the Roman Empire. Exactly. That's the funny thing. I mean, I'll say it again. Creative types tend not to like the things that you like and tend to like the things that you hate and hate the things that you like. And that's why they can create the shit that you'll never create. Because they go on the road less travel. Not because they're creative sometimes, but sometimes they're just as stubborn as a goddamn mule. Remember, Dune was made because it was a sci-fi book for people who hated sci-fi. And nobody wanted him. He had to go through a book that published car instruction manuals. That was the only people willing to give him a chance, and that's because they could keep it with his page count and do it for relatively cheap. So to them, it was not going to be a big loss because they just had the tech to do it. So hated Walt Disney, how he treated I can't think. Hated Walt Disney, how he treated fairy tales and fantasy as only family entertainment, and that's why the dwarves are badasses in Tolkien's work. Because he did it as a response. Like, he didn't just complain that, oh, he ruined dwarves. He's like, nope, I'm gonna fix this in my work, and he did it right. Besides, kind of, I wonder what Walt hated. I think Walt just hated people who just didn't want to have fun, who didn't want to have creativity. Because Walt was not opposed to ideas if you could convince him as such. I mean, remember, Walt Disney was the first theme park to be open 365. Well, maybe not 365, maybe because they think he would give New Year's and Christmas off. I'm not sure. But essentially 365. And everyone told him, you're nuts. No one does that. And he did it, and that became the new fucking standard. Because he showed everyone. Even day one, when they opened up, they ran out of food. Bathrooms weren't working. Lots of things went horrifically wrong. But people came back because the service and the atmosphere was unlike anything they'd ever fucking seen. I mean, remember, the other thing is, remember, the castle for Disneyland in Anaheim, it's the Sleeping Beauty castle, and as a joke, the guys turned it around. So the castle's backwards, and Walt said, hey, I like that, it looks pretty cool. And now, the backwards castle is now the default front. Let's go. I thought we were in training mode for a second because the robot wasn't doing anything. Why do you hit upward? I never use Sylvie. She feels so slow. I don't like this. What? Be careful. If Hinako likes to do, it's like, you're mine. And she trips up the ground so he can't run away. Drag him away. He was never seen again, and she took him into the cavern of love. Okay, it was Tolkien's grandson sold out. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, Christopher really actually gave a shit about what his dad did. He would never fully understand his dad, but he had a good respect for it. I have a feeling that the grandson, either the check was too fat or he just really didn't care. And my money's on the latter. Because sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you just got a family member or an offspring that doesn't really care what you have to offer. You only offer so much. And if you don't have what the kid wants, it's over. I mean, I understand a bit. My dad was a machinist. So, yeah, like designing machine parts and cutting them up with CNC machines. That's what he did. Well, he still does, actually. And I had never had interest in that. But thanks to me getting, Diesel Punk and all that stuff, I'm slowly getting interested in it, and part of me is like, fuck, I wish I paid attention when my dad tried to teach me. But sometimes that's how life works. You just get interested in it, and you just bond in your later years. And sometimes that never happens. Like, what's my mom interested in? Theology? I mean, I always had kind of interest in that, so we kind of just bonded more over that. But I didn't have that when I was a little kid, but, you know, come my teenage years, theology was interesting and fascinating. For some people, that's never going to happen. When your dad's a carpenter or a ventriloquist, and you want to be a train conductor. And yes, I stole that from fucking Pinocchio with the live action. No, Geppetto, the one with Drew Carey and Wayne Brady. Ugh, I can't stop. You can see Geppetto could teach Pinocchio all he wanted about making toys, but it wasn't a train. Alejandro, dirty, filthy tune fucker. Walter alias Disney Rule 34. Why do I see Walt Disney just copying Maria Kondo? Like he just sees the drawings like, this does not spark joy. This is the wrong way to go, imagination engineer. Imagineers. Fuck. I need to watch the horror video on Disneyland's opening day. Foopsy says, anime was a mistake. Yes, Hayao Miyazaki said that because he was kind of... Because in his day, in the 70s, he's already tired of anime just turning into cliches and tropes. In the fucking 70s and 80s, man. Let that sink in. He's already mad. He's already tired of the tropes. And now think about how it is now. It sucks that Audrey doesn't own Tom and Alan of Sodor anymore. Now it's Mattel. And Mattel's all sorts over the fucking place. Yeah, I think, Lewis's estate has been much more caring. And I know, Robert E. Howard's estate has really been much more on care of it. I think the crazy thing that they've done is, you know, the Mortal Kombat 1 licensing for Conan. I posted a trailer for that in the server. Yeah, I think they got, Christian Cox to come back as the Arnold impersonator, the same guy who voiced him in Mortal Kombat 1. But consider that guy, I think he's the same guy who did the Homelander impression. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like pressing buttons right now because I'm forgetting which one I am. Oh, I am the crazy one. This match feels so floaty. Why? Stop. Almost done. Go. I wasted it. There we go. Tom, he speaks for people who legit know him and love trains. Yeah, that's the thing about it, yeah. Depends, yeah, who your audience is will dictate it. Well, there's nothing wrong with, for example, Ace Combat, right? But Ace Combat, to an aviation buff, will always pale to War Thunder. Same way Smash Brothers to a lot of fighting hardcore fans will just always pale to any other traditional fighting game. Yeah. Poor Ramon, you can't catch a fucking break. The cuck chair. Let's go. Let's do a couple more matches and we'll call it. Ay. Not quite Sonya Blade. Someone plays both. I'd much rather play Ace Combat. Yeah, exactly. It depends. Like, do you want more of a arcade flight game, or do you want more of the real technical deal of a flight sim? That's what it is. Because the nice in between, if you have a working PC, Project Wingman in VR mode, and at least for really is the nice in between for arcade flight sim games and realism. It has just enough of both for it to feel good. But if you just want to play the controller, relax, have a fun time, yeah, Ace Combat's the way to go. But like I say, it's where your priorities lie. It's, what's a good example is, it's like racing game. Would you rather play a game like Mario Kart because you want to have a more fun video game experience, or you want to play something more like Assetto Corsa or F1, where it's more that line between game and simulator? I'm wondering how the fuck Netflix and Greta Gerwig got their hands in Narnia. There's probably some legal fuckery that they did, you know. It's like it could be like Amazon with Rings of Power, where there's certain things they can adapt and certain things they cannot adapt. Actually, that reminds me. You remember that? Do you remember that that Mindy Kaling show that they called Velma? This is like this character. Like, she's pretty good with the muscles and the boobs. But for some reason, the fan art just likes to make like her tits like H cups, and then give her more muscle than even Mr. Galaxy has. And I'm like, what the hell do you want? Hey, ladies in the background, you should be fighters in the next game. Wait, oh jeez. If I play Wild Thunder in high tier, yeah, like again, it's gotten to a point where if you ask for a government job in the United States of America with the State Department of Defense, they legit nowadays will ask if, like, you know, that's for references. If one of your references says that you play War Thunder, you will automatically be disqualified because of how many people have leaked classified documents. Like, not even last week, someone like leaked one of those German planes. Because the fucking autism is that high. Fuck off. Come on. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. She's like, let me hug you. And she's like, no. Not even. Oh, the thing I liked about Velma was Daphne designs. That's it. Now, the funny thing about that show, because remember how it seemed kind of weird that Scooby-Doo was like this human girl, and then Shaggy was voiced by the singer Shaggy, so his name was Shaggy because of that? Because the same one who actually sang the intro for the 2001 Scooby-Doo movie. Yep, that's one of the Eurofighters information. That's what it was. Yeah. Because what happens, someone told me that sometimes what they'll do is that when they license out IPs, there are certain things you can and cannot do. For example, Tolkien's estate granted access to Amazon for Rings of Power because it was literally like only like a small collection of poems that Tolkien had, but it wasn't the trilogy of volumes, nor was it the actual trilogy of the Silmarillion, the Lord of the Rings, and the Hobbit. So what Amazon had to do is that they had to try to stretch those poems out to kind of imply that they fit in the greater universe of the movies, so they legally could skirt around that bullshit. And I bring that up because with Velma, that show, someone told me that because Scooby-Doo wasn't the dog Scooby and Shaggy was literally the singer Shaggy, there may have been a chance that in order just to shut up Mindy Kaling, they may have let her use the IP on the condition that she could not use the actual Shaggy and Scooby, essentially giving her something that was gonna fail even if she had a decent show. Which then makes a lot more sense about that. So it's almost like Warner Brothers knew it was a bad idea and they just gave it to her to shut her up and tax write-off. I wish had I better had I see that make sure that people weren't gang right. Oh my god, that's the worst. Yeah, like that movie Scoob with the superheroes. It's fucking Dick Dastardly. Come on, bro. You could have like brought back Penelope Pitstop. Like that would have been cool. I mean, if you want to make her a strong, independent lady, make her a top tier mechanic where she can fix her own cars. I mean, I'm sure she can swing a pipe or a wrench to protect herself from Dick Dastardly if she needs to. Because action racer chicks, people would buy that. But having an occasional moment where she needs rescue by her pit crew, you know, that would have been cool. Because it's a whole team effort as opposed to just, you know, the damsel in distress for every fucking episode. And I'm just saying that out of monotony, not out of anything crazy. What kind of customers came back? Oh, I don't understand. You gotta take care of business, bro. Shit. Fuck. Okay, come on. Come on, half circle, work. Work, half circle. Oh, come on, now that fucking works. Yeah, let's go. What's that? Z motion now? Oh fuck. That was perfect. A proper wacky races day one, yeah. So your dad has the patch? Yeah. One of them made an AI generated song in his voice, sing about everyone? Wait, who? Non-Futanuna? Oh my god. Let's see, yeah. Nah. Who's next? Well, inspired. Wait, she was inspired by the 1998 New York to Paris race. Oh yeah, yeah, you can definitely see that in there for sure. With this, even for the when it came out, you could tell from the style of how the characters were. Two more. So weird just using the keyboard and mouse, man. Oh, come on. Wait, maybe that's why they put her in King of Fire. Sorry, Dead Alive, because Fire and Ice. I still would have wanted Angel or Vanessa. Any other girl that wasn't fucking Kula would have been fine. Yeah, Christmas games will be next week. Speaking of Ice, yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the Grand Polar Express mostly, because I could try to finish those Christmas games, or I could just play a little bit of each day. What do you guys think? I'll put on the poll in the server just to be safe. I put pictures that one Korean cosplayer looks pretty much like Angel. Yes, Yukidama is Snowman, everybody. So what would you add to a modern Wacky Races? No! What would you add to a modern Wacky Races movie? Because I mean, you're gonna have to change a couple of things, given just the format of it. Because I think kidnapping her all the entire movie would be a little bit repetitive. Unless you're gonna do like a Three Stooges movie where it's like broken up into 3 sections. Each section is like it's clear like a mini episode in the movie. In that case, that could work maybe. But you gotta get really creative with how she gets captured and make it really funny. When I think of help, I can only think of with Team Hams. No mother, just Northern Lights. Help! Help! Merry Columbo, Merry Crimbus, Chrysler, and happy holidays to you too. That pink hair girl is not Honoka from Doa, sadly. We need a KOF cross Doa game. I mean, Virtual Fighter 5 has come out and they confirmed it's 6, so maybe there is hope. Stop. Die. Doi. Damn. Or it's a little bit dusty in here, pardon me. Suck it up, popsicle. I don't like your ice. We got it. I love how muffled the voice is. It's just brilliant. Little detail they didn't have to do. Let's go and end this in the... Why not? Because that's more funny than seeing a Mexican hero fight a dinosaur in the middle of a war in a desert. Completely natural. Have to be like mad world where any reasonable form of transportation is allowed by land, sea, air. Human, like coyote with the fucking lead. It's like, how are you flying with a lead balloon? It turns into a fucking anvil. Go. Oh shit. Calm down, King. Holy shit, bro. Oh my god, Tekken's King in this game will be fucking nuts. That's not gonna happen, but still. Down. Let's rush back. Rush forward. Oh shit, chill. Back up. I find it hard to break out of once you get hit. I barely got out of that. Just remember, no matter what you do, when you're a Mexican luchador, your nipples must always show, or you have failed the mask wrestling. Show your nipples, but never unmask yourself. Ah, fuck. That's a new Virtua Fighter. I think it's going to be pretty solid, but the big problem, my big concerns is one, Virtua Fighter, even amongst fighting games, has always been niche. It's arguably even more niche than Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive is pretty niche outside of the fan service. Because the last Virtua Fighter game was honestly back in the PS3 era, like 06, 07. And then and the rest of them had literally been just Dead or Alive crossovers, and then the PlayStation 3, sorry, PS4, Virtua Fighter 5, which was multiplayer only, and then now this PC version of Virtua Fighter 5, as of right now, is single player only. So Virtua Fighter 6 is going to have to do something to stand out from Mortal Kombat, which is not doing so good, as a stand out from Tekken, which is doing pretty solid. And then Street Fighter 6 with My Shiranui DLC is doing fucking gangbusters right now. Because of the easy controls and everything else. Again, the easy controls, no joke. It's legit like fucking Smash Brothers. So Virtua Fighter, like Dead or Alive 5, is very much a game of spacing, traps, and very technical as opposed to Street Fighter 6. So how is it going to compete? It might be a great game and just not get an audience, but at the same time, it could also be a game that's not so good but gets a great audience. Like, is it going to be a continuation? Is it going to try to just revive it? Is it going to play like nothing happens? Because Virtua Fighter doesn't even have a story. Like Dead or Alive, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, they all got stories. There's like nothing. So Virtua Fighter has to play a really delicate balancing game. So I think gameplay-wise, it's going to be okay, but I think there might be something that's going to turn off some veterans, and it's going to keep. And I think it's going to be something that they might make on occasion, but not like all the time, you know. But the big question comes down to sales and how the devs are going to support the game after post-launch. That's the two big things. Mortal Kombat has terrible post-launch support because they don't add a lot of content. A lot of it's behind paywalls. It's grindy as shit. And the DLC, the story mode content of the Chaos Reigns is terrible. So much so that they canceled Combat Pack Season 3. Most people are just waiting for Ultimate. Then there's a second chance, like Street Fighter had the Season 5 championship. Then that's... So we never know. It could happen. And nothing's set in stone. But we just gotta play very careful, because this is an IP with a lot of dormancy. And if they flub it, it's gonna go back to being dormant again. And if it does go dormant, I hope it's not like Dead or Alive 6, where it ends on arguably the worst game in the series. Mainline series. Because, trust me, having Doa 6 on PC with no lobbies is... Sorry, 5 on PC with no lobbies and having to play 6 more often because it's easier to find a match there. It's just, it's frustrating, bro. Shit, no, shit. 5 seconds. Dango. Proper eval of the NRS system. It's not going to purge NRS system, bro. People are just going back to MK11 instead of MK12. And even then, Tekken's getting more players now. So, NRS, and again, if it fails, NRS is going to reboot Mortal Kombat and people are going to get tired of it. Especially with all the timeline bullshit they just wouldn't shut the fuck up about in part in the last third of the fucking MK12 story. And Alejandro's going to show you a video about the night 269 daily Metro Atlantic people racing from the post office on London Tower to the Empire State Building in New York City. Oh. The Harrier pilot won 6 times the pound, and the RAF Harrier did it in 6 hours and 11 minutes. So he got 1,000 pounds per hour. That's actually pretty damn good. Shit. No, stop. Fuck. No, the AI is going to do that cheap grab thing over and over again. When it gets desperate, just grab. So we got to play back. Typing at diagonals is just a really tricky thing here. Ah, fuck. Ugh. Keyboard diagonals. God damn it. Okay, got that one right. I think I get it. The AI just fucking spams that shit. Come on, let's get rolling. Get back over here, you fucker. Okay, I taunted. That's not good. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell the taunt on is. So I should have to press that again, though. Look at T, I think. What? No! Fuck, you got me. Fuck this. Stop it! God damn it! I fucking hate this shit. Fucking stop! Damn it. I don't want to play for a time like a pussy, but holy fuck, this thing's just being annoying. No! Fucking hell, it does shit like that too. To play an annoying game of spacing and balancing is gonna suck dick. Fuck! Damn it. It's so fucking close too. There we go! Alright. Done to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the first transatlantic flight by Alcock and Brett. Alright. Alright, everybody, what are your closing thoughts, everybody? Closing thoughts when to call the stream here. Yeah, I wish I could have started this stream a hell of a lot sooner. But I seriously, I don't know, I plug in 3 fucking controllers and it doesn't pick up any of them in game. Like my fight stick, the lights are flickering on and off, and it did that in all the ports, so I'm wondering just a bug. I have to update my drivers. I hope it's not something wrong with the fucking plug or the, you know, insert with the wiring in the chassis, because that would suck major dick. Yeah, no stream tomorrow, but next week we will have the Christmas games. Yeah, I have to scout out the spots, man. I got it. Thanks, Phoebe, for the great stream as always. Yeah, I mean, honestly, also the other thing is I gotta figure out if you guys like more of these single standalone streams with the like quicker action, like fighting games. If you prefer more of the story-based games, because if you about a tie even, can you probably do 1 day fighting, 1 day story, but also know the cons of dragging out a story-based game for way too long. Can't wait for holiday fun next week. Oh, I'll be ready for it too. Alright then, guys. Well, thanks for coming by, and thank you for the new... Thank you, Sour, Alejandro, Foobsy, Anime, And the new face on the block here, Mr. Omnitraxis Prime 23. Thanks for showing up. And nothing. Thank you guys for showing up. I mean, I know you guys are busy and appreciate it. So, this is Shimo signing off. Take care and raise those fucking horns. And remember, the ultimate edition of this fucker's out. So, if you want it, go and get it.